I apologize. I apologize for that, guys. It cut me off when I was checking my time here, but honestly, I should be sleeping, and like I said, it's about 1 now. And yeah. Anyway, I am exhausted from life in general, but I was gonna Google search this again, as I said, but I don't really care to. And I figured that this would be a way to ask my question about how do you make the most of a good night's sleep if you have limited time. So let's say you were just up all night reading or thinking about things or writing even, or just doing whatever, and you have an hour. Hasn't that happened to all of us before? You're like, I have an hour before I'm supposed to be up, right? And you want to make the most of that hour, but then sometimes you're like, well, fuck this hour. It's an hour. If I try to go to sleep now, I'll never want to wake up on time. So you might make your coffee and all that, but then you have that hour. I mean, meditation, some kind of a quick sleep technique. I mean, somebody really, it's just a really good question here. So yeah, future TV. This is the future of TV if you want to join in the conversation here. And welcome if you just have. But yeah, I'm really curious and just sort of thinking here, but if I do decide to wind down, I will let you guys know. I'm just wondering, because I feel in another way that you could probably gain a lot more time if you chose not to worry about sleep. That reminds me of that one American Dad episode where they take a bunch of pills to replace their sleep. And they have all this time for their creative ambitions. And Francine goes and does her dream of marine biology, which is something you really can't have time to sleep for. And tries to find this certain sea mammal or something. And then, of course, Stan regrets it later on and wants to sleep again. But I don't know why you would, honestly. If there was a way where you didn't need sleep, that would just be nice, because you can have your creative outlets and your books and your all the time for the other stuff that you wouldn't normally have time for with kids and work and all that kind of thing. So yeah, just kind of curious. Just really curious as to why, but yeah, that episode was just hilarious. Which is that whole thing about adult cartoons coming on only at night, which is another reason why you shouldn't sleep. Another whole reason why, another excuse really. You could watch all your the shows that come on at night. Except Judge Judy, that comes on in the day, but yeah. So yeah, I don't know. But then it's weird because they don't want to put them on in the day because, oh no, kids are watching, but that's not really going to stop them. I mean, they could be watching at night. That's probably gives them a better chance of watching. But yeah, I mean, I'm really curious as to what tricks are out there or anything to where you don't really need. I mean, coffee helps. It really does, but something to where you may not have coffee at that time, or you want to do something that night to where you're making the most of your free time that's uninterrupted, but yet you really, really want your energy for the next day and whatnot. So it's just really interesting. But earlier I did get interrupted and I was talking about this book that I read. I did this whole professional YouTube video on it, which But it's just more fun just to talk about it. That's what I love about this little platform is you can just, you can have professionals on here, but you got people talking about everything on here, you know, people leaving to go catch a plane, just like any other social platform. So it's like you can be as professional or amateur or as stupid as you want. So yeah. Oh, the book, right? See, I am extremely forgetful because I have a huge lack of sleep right now. And so that is what I am trying to solve. But anyway, this book, it is the Dark Days, a memoir. The story of the frontman of Lamb of God who gets wrongly accused of murder when one of his fans stage dives, which I don't know why they don't have laws protecting, you know, bands and artists on stage as they do at football fields. There was no security though, however, so it's like he didn't know what he was gonna do, but the whole band was like, it was just a crazy thing to happen to somebody. And I don't really want to give too much away, but yeah, I might do an in-depth discussion on it when I have more energy, but I really would like to know about this whole thing, you know, why this whole sleep thing, it really, I know we all need sleep and everything, but it's just kind of a mystery, especially on a Sunday night where you just can't sleep. You just have no will to sleep. So I am probably boring you guys as I'm getting bored myself, but I really appreciate you guys watching. And if I don't see somebody with their knowledge on here or Twitter or anything, I am going to go ahead and I am going to put this up on YouTube since I can. It beats having to do separate videos for separate platforms here, so I will be putting this up on YouTube. And if you want to check out the book discussion that I have over there, which I wish I could put it on here, that would just be a lot less time consuming, but then they don't do pre-recordings on here. But I am Jessica Eden over there, so there you go. And let's see, but I will be putting this up on there to see if anybody on YouTube has anything to say about this sleep mystery. I'm sure that we all struggle with from time to time in stressful situations, in situations of boredom, in situations of busyness where everything seems to be time consuming. So anyway, I really appreciate you loyal watchers and viewers out here. I'm sorry this was a little boring, but I appreciate it, and I will let you guys go for now. And this is pretty damn fun. I will be doing this when I have more energy and more brain power. And I should probably read to kind of dump my brain and then try to go to sleep from there. So I will see you guys in the next one, and on YouTube and wherever the net may take us all. So later guys, and have a good Sunday night. Take care.